There's probably more
Inside Out, it's a little labyrinth. Oh, it might be apropos of what's going on here. Hey everyone, it's time for the April 2016 Loot Crate. What's wrong, Frank?
I don't know. I didn't see a cue or anything. I just surprised me. No, that was okay. That was good.
Ready, set, action.
No, that was good. That was a better opening.
We're back in Loot. Frank, what's the Loot Crate thing?
It's a gift box for nerds, people who are collectibles.
People that are collectibles or people that
people
like collectibles?
who are into collectibles. Maybe game players might be interested because there's relation to that. Science fiction buffs,
fantasy.
Depends on the month. I still think they have. How are they selling it? Because they're like.
I found out that you can sometimes there's a limited amount of the previous month previous months you can find on their website,
but you can get them.
But they're very limited. So.
Jump on.
But it's monthly, so you get out ahead of the curve, though. That's you don't want to.
Right.
Goodness.
But there are some good ones in the past that maybe they might make some to sell them. Okay. So
This
what's the theme?
It's Quest. Adventure awaits. We're gonna start with the
We're gonna start with the Holy Grail as a quest, or
we're gonna start off with a
quest.
Frank, look at that. It's
Labyrinth
with David Bowie, who unfortunately passed away.
Who else is in it?
Is that Jennifer? Who is that?
Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, very young Jennifer. Frank's in love with Jennifer Connelly.
Hey, come on.
Well, you kind of...
As a movie star, come on. I know she has a family. I'm not a weirdo.
But tell us about the greatness of David Bowie.
Well, he was innovator in the 60s. Almost not the founder of glam. He did it, and then people copied it, and that's what became glam. But he did it as an individual before anybody did it. So I mean, he's sort of like the Prince of our time.
Of the 70s.
Yeah, the 70s, late 60s and 70s, because he was everything. He was a really good musician, performer, innovator, like that, Yeah, and then he had an acting career, and what is the movie? Oh, in the Prestige, he plays Tesla, and it couldn't have been a more perfect sort of casting.
So, great guy. He actually did a music video he released the year before he died, so he knew he was going out.
And one of my favorite
album on the day he died. So he went out like a champ.
Yeah, and it's no secret that Jennifer Connelly's one of my favorites.
He's got a crush on her.
Yeah, she's
great.
Yeah.
I never saw the movie. Did you see the movie, Frank?
Yes.
You like the movie?
Yeah. Well, it was a little.
It's actually
for kids,
the Loot Crate box is actually a labyrinth too. So these are the boxes it's a labyrinth. Let's see what's next here. We got a little tube of something. It's probably a poster. This is the first poster we've ever had in a Loot Crate.
Or a marital aid.
Marital aid
or a poster.
That's a
poster.
50s term for a dildo, Frank.
Well, it's funnier not to say that. I don't know.
It's a poster for I Am Man of Fortune and Must Seek My Fortune for Uncharted 4, which is a game on the PlayStation consoles, 3 and 4, Frank. And so his name's Nathan Drake, and he's basically like a modern Indiana Jones sort of. He's going for treasure hunting, so you've probably never heard of it, right?
I think Indiana Jones is a cool movie, but really open to improvement and modernization, which I'm usually against.
You say they did a modern times one.
And a little tweak.
Well, this is a modern sort of version. I'm not sure he's an archaeologist.
And I knew if the theme was Quest, that there had to be a video game involved.
Oh, sure.
Which is good, but you know what they don't have that I'm not seeing?
Is what?
Oh no, this is it. Okay.
This is been a teacher for the last 6 months.
That's right.
Check out the pins are getting so nice.
Yes,
Alien vs Predator.
Cool.
This is like a roll of the dice, like D&D sort of thing. There's different 4, 20, 16, 1. So it's like a multi-sided die. Almost on a shield. Frank, you played Dungeons. You actually played Dungeons and Dragons.
I did at the tail end. I was just a little too old for it. That's how old I am. I was too old for D&D, and you guys are so young you don't remember it. So
no, it's still fun. It's still played. It's still.
But it was totally fascinating. What I did catch, I caught the Avalon Hill transition, but was too old for D&D, the real role-playing stuff. But I did play it and thought it was cool. And all the different die, you know, they even had a 4-sided dice, like a pyramid.
What character did you play?
I was a warrior. I sort of like to play I have an elf character. I always had to have.
Because you're so quiet and somber. Like
right. And then I like to have the magicians. And you had to have I like to sort of the gamut of the characters.
And that, of course, laid the groundwork for the Avalon. Excuse me, they based it off Avalon Hill board games and
because the board games went from a spin or a dice roll and a march down around the perimeter of the board to a topographical map where you could move anywhere in your turn, and there was no spinner, and your turn was time or movement. And then it became the role-playing game after that. It seemed like it morphed into that. I remember reading, I had a magazine right when D&D came out, which I'm not sure when. Is that the
D&D?
80s?
No, it was
late 70s?
76?
Yeah, because
75?
when I moved back to California, a friend of mine had a magazine I was leafing through, and one of the articles was by a pretty famous writer at the time about this game and describing it, and then I was curious about it. But he had a great line in it where he says sort of what I felt, because I was a little older, like I said, and he said, "Man, if I was 15 years old, I'd be all over this." The way it would hit you, or the way the video games hit the market, you know, the kids in that slot, when it first happened, were like, all right.
It's something new and different.
For them, that the older generation just missed, and they caught it, and the other younger kids aren't old enough to do it.
All right.
And that's how we caught those. Okay, let's continue.
Speaking of that, it's this is a exclusive 20-sided die ice mold. So look at that. You can't see the numbers in there, or maybe you can. So if you want to have a little ice, I guess for a drink, look at that, Frank.
Right. So this is what. So it's a little D&D.
So if you want to put in your drink, you put it in there, and I guess it's for drinks. Why else would you want an ice mold for? I still use the Marvel one with the character.
Why not?
For the ice tray.
Why wouldn't you use that anything else?
It's great. That I'm not selling if I ever decide.
Why
to sell
would you use it? Yeah, because you still have to live somewhere and make ice for cocktails.
Ice is so nice. That rhymes. How about
true?
Harry Potter. Is this an exclusive this month too? Luke Craig's good with the exclusive.
Is that socks?
It's exclusive.
Is that a pair of socks?
This is from HYP Hosiery. It's Harry Potter socks. Right there. Featuring Voldemort's Horcruxes. So a Horcrux is it's a physical piece where you can split your soul up and keep it in different pieces, so it's hard to die. You gotta destroy all the Horcruxes with parts of your being in order to kill you. And that's what Voldemort did. He split himself into multiple pieces. It's interesting. So there's the ring, the locket, the cup from the movie. You ever seen the Harry Potters?
No, I'm not into Harry Potter.
You're not?
No.
You like Lord of the Rings, though. You like that.
Yeah.
This is from the Vikings. This is another Luke Craig exclusive. This is from the Vikings TV show. And I had to look up what this was. But it's a Viking.
Oh, man.
It's a Viking. This is from the History Channel show, which I've seen, which is good. It's a Viking drinking cup with a strap.
Okay,
that you put around your neck.
Patrick, I'm just going to ask you right now. We're not going to waste this on club soda. You're going to drink beer out of this
So it has
baby
it
right
has
here.
It has a strap
that you can hold. I'd rather have a stand. This is a little goofy, but a stand would be cool.
So I guess it's a strap. So did Vikings do this? Is anyone Scandinavian out there? Let me know about Viking history.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But Frank, you don't have to put it down. You just sit there and you just drink out of your Viking.
Yeah, I think they had them shaped into where they could.
Well, think about it back then. They weren't doing glass mugs, were they?
No.
They were using horns, like ram horns.
Or drinking out of skins.
Skulls from people?
Skins and cups, like.
You want to use this, Frank? You'll put a
no, I totally
a
use
Sierra
it.
Nevada. Oh, you want to?
Oh, I'll drink one out of there. Yeah.
Just to try it.
Oh, fuck yeah! You kidding me?
So this is most of the Loot Crate stuff nowadays is exclusive. Looks like most of this stuff is, which is very nice. And you can always flip the box inside out, and it's a labyrinth.
That's a labyrinth, which is always cool.
So,
and they sort of got a little bit of attention to D&D, which people aren't really into anymore, right?
No, that's still popular.
And is there a
It lives on.
computerized version?
Oh, of course. Well, it lives on through stuff like
Because it seemed to be a natural.
Oh,
no, but I mean to set
game.
up the actual game.
sure there has
because
to
you
be.
could store all your info about your character.
Frank, in the 80s, once computers came out, that's what they did. They did D&D games.
You
on
could
computers.
make your own game.
And it comes in a little pouch, too.
The dungeon master could make his own dungeon and traps and journey and quest and whatever.
So you get, let's just run down what you get. You get the Viking, which is renewed for the 5th season on History Channel. It's actually a pretty good show. Kind of Games of Throne-ish, but more realistic.
No, it's a little more brutal. Street. It's a little more street.
Little street Viking street.
Because there's not enough as much magic and stuff.
No, it's not. It's grounded.
Yeah.
So you get the horn. You get your 20-sided die ice mold, which I think
very
is
cool.
Anything that makes ice interesting is, to me, kind of fascinating. It's almost a lost art. You get your Harry Potter socks. I'll have to find someone to wear these. I probably.
No, you can.
Then you get the little poster, the Uncharted 4 poster, which Frank is really excited for that coming to PS4. You're excited.
What's this? Oh, it's a video game?
No.
No, there's a lot of you guys, but that's what the Loot Crate's about. It appeals
to you.
You will find something in there for you.
You get the shield, which is also a die, multi-sided die pin.
That was nice.
Rest in peace, David Bowie. The t-shirts always impress me. The t-shirts, I think only one t-shirt I thought was just but the rest have been pretty good.
But even if it's a bad t-shirt, it's still a shirt.
It's still a shirt. It pays, it's the value of the Loot Crate itself is the shirt. So there you go, Frank.
You could sleep in it if nothing else.
You can sleep in the shirt?
Well, if you want to
you mean wear it to sleep.
Yeah, wear it to sleep, yeah.
So if you want to get your own Loot Crate subscription and save on it, you click on the link here, and then use promo code
Frank,
and you'll save every month.
Yeah, and then you should look into some of the back issues. It might be worth your while.
Back crates.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody knew what I meant.
All right, so stay tuned now, and we're going to do the Frank Crate videos for the stuff that you got him, which he's always appreciative, and me too. Click right here, and we're gonna unbox those back issues now. No, we're gonna open them up.
See you later.